This video has been made possible by Rebusfarm, the professional render service. Okay guys, welcome back. Well, today we're going to do a subscriber request, and the request that I got per email was, can you model a gavel? So we're going to do a gavel in Maya, and then we're going to texture it in KeyShot, and that said, let's jump in and have some fun. Here we go. Okay guys, well here we go. So I received a question per email to do a tutorial on how to model a gavel. I'm not even sure if I pronounce it right, but I'll load a reference image so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm going to go to my panel view, to my front view, and we're going to go to view image plane, and come on, image plane, import image, and there is our, where's that thing? Right there. Okay. So, you know, chair move the board, that kind of thing. Okay, so that's what we're going to create. I'm going to use this as a reference. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to copy it exactly, but, you know, so far so good. What we'll do is we'll start with the lower block here, this section. And, you know, we're going to allow ourselves a little bit of room to be creative. So if we want to deviate there, that's fine. Okay. So we're going to take a polygon cylinder, we're going to hit W, we're going to move that out, and I'm going to hit R, and I'm going to scale that out quite a bit and push that down like so. I'm going to hit Control A from my attribute editor. Let's just click on that, and let's do 40 subdivisions. Not too concerned about texturing because it has pretty standard materials here. So yeah, that would work. And then what we'll do is we'll do 4 in height, and we'll do 0 on caps. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we are going to right click at a face, select that one, and shift select that one, hit Control E to extrude. We're going to increase the thickness to, let's say, 0.1, and then the offset to 0.2. Actually make that minus 0.2. That's a bit better. And then we're gonna hit R. Oops, sorry about that. Looks like I did something funky. We'll just go back. Hang on guys. Yeah, it looks like I hit the shortcut to go to the rigging menu. Sorry about that. So yeah, we're in this view here, and we're gonna hit close this out. We're gonna select this and this. Control E to extrude, R to scale, and yeah, that's the right one. Cool. And what we'll do there is we'll scale it inwards a little bit, like so. We'll hit G to repeat last command, R to scale it some more, and again we'll hit G, R, and pull that in and up. Now I don't necessarily need all of that at the bottom there. Actually, it's not bad. And what we'll do is we'll do a preview smooth here. So right click object mode, hit 3. Now we got a tremendous n-gon on top there, so we'll fix that. But before we do, hit 1 to go back. We're gonna go to insert edge loop, option box, single setting, and we'll add a few manual edge loops just to hold that shape there. Okay, so one there, one there, one there. We'll do one on that fold here, one down here, and again, I'm not too concerned about the poly count right now, otherwise I would probably be a little bit more careful with that. But this is going to be a single shot render kind of showpiece thing, so okay. So let's do a preview smooth. That is not bad. The bottom here is a bit ugly, so we will hit 1 to go back. Right click face, Control E to extrude, R to scale in just a bit. This should help. So if I now hit 3, Yeah, we don't see those ugly spots. We still do have a huge end gone, so we'll fix that. And we've got the same issue on the top here. So we want to go back, right click face, Control E to extrude, R to scale in, just a tiny bit. All right, and hit 3 to preview smooth. Okay, so we've got this guy selected. We're not going to do a preview smooth, but an actual smooth. So we're going to select it. We're going to go to mesh and smooth, and then we're going to go in and we're going to go to mesh and we are going to go to clean up. Okay, now I want to let's see, faces with more than 4 sides. These are my n-gons. Okay, and I want to, yeah, there we go, apply, clean up. Hang on, I didn't do that right. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Clean up. Okay, I want to, yeah, that's what I want to do. So looks like these are not n-gons. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there you go. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so that's good. Then we are going to start with this guy. So I'm going to select this. I'm going to hit Control H to hide it, and let's start working on this guy. We're going to take another polygon cylinder. We're going to hit W, pull that out, hit R to scale it up. Let's do 40 on subdivision, 0 on caps. There we go. And we're going to use that as our mid section. Okay, so we're going to right click at a face, select that one and that one. And what we're going to do is Control E to extrude. We're going to hit R to scale out. And down. We don't want it to raise up too much, like so. Okay, so we got that. Hit G to repeat. R to scale out again, like so. G to repeat. R to scale in to about there, and then up, and like so. G to repeat last command. R to scale out again, like so. G to repeat last command, R to scale out again. And that one we need to check from the top. And hit 4 for wireframe mode, because I kind of want to match that dimension that we already had. There we go. Okay. G to repeat last command again. Hit R once more. And there we go. Yeah, and then one more time. G to repeat last command, R to scale in, like so, and push that up until it's almost level. G one more time, W to pull up, and R to scale in. All right. So now that we have that, we are going to, oops, let's just pull this one down here. Looks like I missed one. Hit W. Let's have a look from this side. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're going to do a preview. Right click object mode, hit 3 to preview. Not too bad. We're going to go in, hit 1, and what we're going to do is we're going to right click at an edge. We're going to double click on that edge and double click on that edge, and we're going to hit R, and we're going to pull them apart. Not too crazy, but something like that. Okay, right click object mode, 3 to preview again. Looks much better. Very nice, actually. Yeah, it's fine. And then what we're going to do is we're going to check this guy for n-gons. Now this is definitely an n-gon, so we're going to go to mesh and smooth to actually smooth. This should be a lot better. So if we now go to where'd it go? I just can't get used to these menus. Hang on. Okay, here it is. Yep. And clean up. There we go. Just checking that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So that's that part. We're gonna take this metally part here, and we're gonna create that in an additional mesh. So we're gonna take a polygon pipe. We're gonna hit W to move it. We're gonna switch to our top view, and we are going to hit W to move it, hold down V to snap it, and hit F to zoom in. We're all snapped, so that's good. We are going to increase subdivision to 40. Then we're going to hit to 40, enter. We are going to hit 4 for wireframe mode. We're going to go in and select this guy, and we're going to hit R to scale that out. Hit 5 for shaded mode again. Make sure we are very close to where we need to be. We're going to check it from this view. We're going to hit W to pull that up to about there, like so. And then we want to make sure that the inner dimension isn't too big. Okay, so we're going to right click at an edge, select that edge. You know, we only have one, as you can see. So we need to have both. For wireframe mode, we've got the top one, and we need this one here as well. Top and bottom. Good. We're going to go in, we're going to hit R to scale that out. And then we're going to have a look from this view, hitting 5. So we can kind of see how far we can go. Okay, so I'll run a negative value here. Let's see. We'll go with that. The point is that you just want to be able to see this as a separate mesh. I'm going to go into Insert Edgeloop, option box, multiple 2, and we'll do 2 here, and hit R to pull them apart up to the edge there. Now, for a couple of reasons. One is if we right click and go to object mode and hit 3 to preview smooth, actually you can see that that's not enough. You see? So we're going to need to hit Control E and do that using the, hang on, let's go back a few steps, guys. I'm just wondering whether we need to smooth it. Let's have a look. I'm going to hit R, and I'm going to just scale this out just a little bit. And I'm looking at the edge here, and that's what I'm mainly focusing on. Okay, so we'll leave it like that. Okay, then we have the handle. Now the handle is nice, to say the least. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a polygon cylinder. Hit W to pull that out and pull it over here. From the top view, what we'll do is we'll take this guy, hold down X and snap it to the grid, and then we can do the same here. We can move it over. We can hit R to scale it up a little bit. And then from this view, we're going to hit E to rotate, hold down J to snap it 90 degrees, W to move it in, and we're just going to put it somewhere around here for now. And then we're going to right click at our vertex, drag select these end vertices, and let's find an appropriate length. And I guess that's okay. All right. Then we're going to go back in. We're going to go to Insert Edge Loop once again. We're going to do multiple, and let's do 10. add 10 right there. There we go. And what we're going to do here is we are going to take this one. Oops, right click edge, sorry. I need to hit Q to get out of that. Q on my keyboard, that's better. Okay, so I got that. I'm going to go to Edit Mesh and Bevel on that one. And then I'm going to hit R to, come on, to push them. Come on, Edit Mesh, Bevel, there we go. Okay, we're going to tweak the fraction. 0.01, that's pretty much what I wanted, yep. And then we're going to go in, right click face, click and shift, double click, and we're going to hit R to scale this out like so. All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to right click, go to vertex, take these, scale them in, take these, scale them in, and then this looks okay, and then at the end we're just going to go in here, we're going to right click at a face, come on, for wireframe mode, make sure that I didn't select anything else. Okay, hit 5, Control E to extrude. We'll do an offset here, minus 0.3. Okay, G to repeat last command, W to pull out, like so, G to repeat last command, R to scale in, and W to pull out slightly. Okay, so now that we have this guy, right click and go to object mode, hit 3 to preview smooth. This doesn't look too bad. A couple of things we need to do. This is too thin, so we're gonna move over here, right click, go to vertex, take these, hit R and scale it up just slightly, right click at object mode, hit 1. We need to add an edge loop at the end there, so we're going to go to single setting, we're going to hit, come on, we're going to do one here, let's hit 4 for wireframe mode, so we can, hang on, let's get rid of that thing. Come on, why is it not selecting that? Okay, never mind. Right click edge, we got this guy here, and we're gonna hit W and move it over here and hit R to scale that down until we have our original flow. Okay, so now if we go in, right click object mode, and we go to mesh and smooth to actually smooth, it looks okay. Get that reference image right there, hit W, move that, okay. Then we're going to go to display and show all, and there is our whatever that thing's called. It's too big, as you can see, so we're going to get that into proportion. Hit 5 for shaded mode, and let's select that reference image and delete it. Okay, so hit 4, our guy is right there, bring that down, we're going to hit R to scale it, W to move that down like so, check it from the top view, We're going to hold down X to snap it to the center. Okay, and that all seems to look okay. And now what we need to do is we need to take this guy in its entirety, go to mesh and combine. I'm going to go to modify and center pivot for now. And what we're going to do is we're going to move that pivot point. So we're going to switch views. And we're going to take everything, move that up so we know what our ground plane is. There we go. And we need to rotate this guy so the handle will touch the floor and it looks more natural. Okay, so let's see if we can do that by hitting E. And as you can see, it's still combined. Sorry about that. This guy. Okay, so we're going to hit W and we're going to start to move that. And as you can see, it needs to do a lot more than that. So this guy, we are going to hit R and we're going to bring that down just slightly. Okay, so we're going to take this, we're going to bring that down. Now that seems like a good position to me, meaning that we now can take this guy, bring it over to about there, hit R to bring that down a bit more, and W to move that down. Okay, so that is our scene here. Now what we're going to do next is we are going to do a color ID map. So I'm going to do one for this guy here. So mesh and separate. And then we'll take this guy, right click, assign new material. Let's do a Lambert. And we'll give that a color. Doesn't really matter what. We'll do that. Assign new material, Lambert. Let's do yellow or so. We're going to take that one. Right click. Assign new material, Lambert. Let's do, I don't know, blue or so. And one more. And assign new material, Lambert. And I don't know, purple. Okay. So this is our scene. We're going to drag select everything. We're going to go to edit, delete by type history. Okay. We are going to go to file and we're going to export our selection. Export selection, option box. Okay, we're going to export that as an OBJ. That's fine. We're going to hit export selection. I'm going to save it on my desktop. I'm going to call it Gavel as an OBJ and export selection. Okay, we're going to jump over to Keyshot. Here we go. Hi guys, here we are. So we're going to go to File. We're going to go to Import right there. I'm going to select my OBJ file and open it and hit the default and import. There we go. Looks all right and good. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go into our material tab and we're going to look for wood. And here we need to choose between procedural or traditional. I'm going to go with traditional. I have a kind of preference for cherry wood, but I don't want to do everything in cherry wood. So let's see, we got some black walnut here. And oh, that's very dark. Let's see. Let's try this. And as soon as I like the initial look, let's see, wood planks. That could work. No, you see the black lines there. I don't know. It seems that I'm going to end up with cherry wood. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to look at it and you can see that the way it's positioned and skill wise and so forth, it looks okay. So that's good. Now the reason why I did a different color on the handle is simply because I want to be able to modify the grain direction of the wood. Okay, so I'm going to pull that in there and you can already see that the direction of the wood is not ideal. So I'm going to double click on it to select that. I'm going to go to my texture tab. I'm going to go to the angle, and I'm going to start to pull that. Okay, that looks much better, right? So then we have the base. It's all about the base, yeah. Let's see how that looks. And it's going to look much better once we have it all set up and so forth. And then let's find some nice metal material that we can use. Let's see, brass. We're going to go with basic, polished. Okay, and again, that will look different as well once we have our HDRI set up. So I'm happy with this so far. We're going to go to our background. I'm going to select my white solid with a little vignetting going on there. And now we need to decide what kind of a lighting we want to apply. Okay, so we're going to go to environment. We can choose an interior, which kind of makes sense, I think. Let's try this top one. That's a pretty nice effect. We'll keep that one in mind. Let's try this. Nope, like the top one better. And these are all a bit colder. So let's see here, and I'm just trying them out one by one. I'm guessing that the top one is best. So we're gonna do that. Yep. Now we do need to consider studio lighting. So I'm going to go to my panels, to my overhead, and try that because, oh no, not at all. Okay, back to interior. Here we go. Okay, so now that we have that, we're going to set up a couple of things. We are going to go, let's see, first into our lighting, and let's try full simulation because that typically has a pretty profound effect on the end result. That looks okay. It's starting to render, as you can see. We don't need caustics, and I typically turn off the interior mode, funny enough. But in this case, looking at it, it kind of gives it a little bit more darkness, which is good, I think. All right. So let's go into the image here, and let's see. We're going to adjust the brightness just a little bit, not too much. And we are going to look at the gamma value. I'm not going to do really a lot with that. I'm going to select an effect. I'm not going to use blooming. I don't like that. We can increase the vignetting strength, which is the darkening of the corners. And it looks like we have a radial gradient going on here. This looks all right, not too much. We can change the color of that vignette if we want. So let's see. No, that's not good. We don't want it completely black, but you know, we just want a faint color going on there, so that's good. We'll hit OK. Let's see, I'm gonna leave that alone. Camera, we're not gonna touch that either. It's good. Now lighting, we can increase the number of ray bounces. It has some effect, but I'm not gonna go nuts on that. We're gonna increase the shadow quality a bit. And these are original settings here. Now in our environment, we have the option to add lights here if we would like to. Let's see, we're going to go to our HDRI editor. And here we have our scene. So what I can do here is add lighting pins. I'll just hit a plus here, add pin. And then if we move this over here, I can move this. And you can see some effect going on here. It's taking a while because it's real-time rendering, but yeah, I'm okay with it, just to show you that it can be done. Okay, all right, so we got that. Let's see what else. This is our material tab. Looks all okay. I'm just gonna double click on this guy here, and the reason why is because I want to see if we can tweak that a little bit, and we can, and that looks nice, so it's good. Okay, so then all that's left is our scene. All right, so let's go to our render settings. We're gonna go to render, we're gonna go to the render tab. Under options, I'm gonna select maximum samples. We're gonna go to our output. I'm gonna call this Gavel JPEG. I want this saved on my desktop, and let's see, 1920,080, that's fine. 150 dpi is fine. Seems to be all okay. All right, so I'm going to pause the video, hit render, and see you guys when it's done. Right guys, here's the final end result for our render, and I think it turned out okay. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, and if you have any questions, let me know as always. Okay, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.